Uh, hey guys, what's up? What's up, everybody? I'm as always Mr. Grimreaper 512 with Alpha Wolf, and welcome to another edition of Back in Time with Mr. Grimreaper 512. Yours truly, and today we're gonna give you guys your fourth. We're gonna give you guys your next review. This time for Jurassic World, and by the way, welcome again to Jurassic Park Week. Okay, so we're gonna get into it here with this review for Jurassic World. Now, of course, you know this film came out 2 years ago, in 2015.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
And the next one I think is gonna take 3 years too.
Yeah. But anyway,
The next one is fitting.
this film was directed by Colin Trevorrow, with story by Rick Jaffa and Amanda Silver. This is also based on characters by Michael Crichton. This stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Vincent D'Onofrio, Ty Simpkins, Nick Robinson, Omar Sy, B.D. Wong, and Irfan Khan. And taking over music for the film is Michael Giacchino.
An amazing man.
Yeah.
This kind of music just hits you in the heart.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so in this one, it's very, very. Okay, so in this one,
Where
okay,
you starting off?
yeah. At the beginning of the film, we see these two brothers, Zach and Gray Mitchell. They're I guess they're in the middle of I guess their parents are in the middle of a divorce.
Which no one cares about. I mean, they just ship them off to get the movie started. It's another Jurassic Park kind of theme. Just get them into the park, kill off people. They won't mind.
Yeah. So they go. So we go back to. So we go. So in this one, we go back to Isla Nublar. In this one, the site of the original Jurassic Park, where Claire, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, who is the operations manager, and the aunt to Zach and Gary Mitchell.
They haven't seen in how many years?
Probably in a while.
A long time.
Yeah, a long time.
She's
It doesn't
working.
necessarily say say how long it's been. But anyway, but I'm pretty sure it's been a while.
The kid does. He's like, oh, I was this young.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, Simon Masrani, the park's owner, has encouraged geneticist Henry Wu, who we saw in the first film,
Yes.
in the first Jurassic Park, to create a new genetically engineered dinosaur to attract visitors.
And this guy, he's about like the fun. He's like John Hammond, who he was friends with, I believe, right?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, you're gonna have a different opinion about him in the Fallen Kingdom. I'm not gonna say why, but
Well, you gotta disrespect a dead man.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
You're gonna have no B.D. Wong's character.
Oh,
Woo.
You're gonna have in the end. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers. And if you have not seen this movie,
Well, it's been 3 years.
it's been 3 years.
If they haven't seen this movie, it's okay.
Yeah,
If you haven't seen the first movie, they're doing something wrong in life.
Yeah. But anyway, so we get a chance to see so we get a chance to see Claire,
Who is
who the boys who is the two boys aunt.
who she has to take care of during this, I guess, a weekend, right?
Yeah.
Because the parents are dealing with their divorce.
Oh man, and you know what, Miha, I feel so sorry for the assistant. Oh, we're gonna get to that here later on. We're gonna get to that. Oh my god.
Beautiful death, but just terrible.
No!
Yes.
It was a horrible death.
Beautiful.
It was the most horrific thing ever.
It was beautiful.
Why are you saying?
We'll
why
get
are you
to
saying
it.
that for?
We'll get to it.
Well, anyway, okay. So this chick named Zara, had to be the babysitter for the two kids.
This wasn't a good one though.
Nah. Okay, so we meet Owen Grady, who is played by Chris Pratt. I liked him in this movie.
I liked him in this movie too.
I liked him in this until I found out that he was a Trump supporter. But anyway, whatever. Okay, so Owen Grady, who is a former United States Navy veteran, has been researching the intelligence of the parks for velociraptors. One of them being blue. We'll get to that later. Vic Hoskins, the head of engine security, believes the raptors should be trained for military use despite objections from Owen and his assistant Barry, who I liked. I like Barry.
Barry was cool.
Yeah.
Barry didn't die, right?
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Masrani has Owen evaluate the enclosure of the park's new genetically engineered dinosaur, the Indominus Rex. Big mistake.
Which I saw like in the first movie, they didn't just do herbivores like they should have.
Yeah.
And they did big things. Like
Yeah.
they should have started with something small. Maybe like a compy mixed in with something, I don't know. But no, they picked probably the biggest thing that in the Jurassic Park series.
Yeah.
And mix it in one of the smartest things.
Yeah.
Which we know obviously what it's mixed with.
Owen warns Claire about the danger of raising the Indominus in isolation, pointing out its lack of socialization with other animals when they discovered that the Indominus seems to have escaped. Owen and two others enter the enclosure, able to camouflage itself and mask its heat signatures. The Indominus suddenly appears and devours Owen's companions before escaping into the island interior. Owen suggests that the Indominus must be killed, but Masrani sends a specialized unit equipped with non-lethal. Oh, what do you... This was the worst part that I ever thought I ever... non-lethal
Which
weapons.
they did with the first ever scene we saw of Jurassic Park.
Yes. To capture it. You mean it to tell me that you can't... You're going to give them non-lethal weapons to capture this monstrosity. I'll get to the reason why I'm pissed about that. But okay, after most of the unit is killed, Claire orders the evacuation of the island's northern sector. Okay, so
which turns out all of them.
Yeah, which turns out all of them eventually, and all hell breaks loose. And that's all you need to know about this, about the whole plot. Anyway, but
so
oh my god, this was so. I feel like I love this movie. I love this movie, but they made some terrible choices.
Yeah, but you know that's how the movie needs to be, because Jurassic Park is based on terrible choices. It started because of terrible choice. But still, okay. Back to the first part. We talk about Zach and what's his name, Gray.
Yeah.
Zach is the older brother, and his parents are going through a divorce. He's leaving his girlfriend to go see a kid park. It's a kid park, but you see dinosaurs eating poor goats. But and so the kid's excited. He's like, "We're gonna see a dinosaur." And the older brother, he's like, "Eh."
He's just a complete utter asshole.
You're gonna see dinosaurs that have been extinct for 65 million years.
Yeah.
And he's saying, eh.
He's saying
he doesn't care. He wants to go home. He wants to be on his phone.
That's what's wrong with this generation.
Mm-hmm. And this park looks so cool.
That's what's so wrong with this generation. If me and her got a chance to go see Jurassic Park, the original park.
I wouldn't go to the original park. I was afraid.
Anyway.
First time I ever saw it, I was afraid. I'm like, those fences do not look secure.
Yeah.
Nothing looks secure.
Not even this one. This one.
Well, apparently they were doing something right. They caged the T-Rex and Velociraptors, and they survived.
Yeah, but they couldn't.
That was their own fault.
But they couldn't cage a Frankenstein's monster.
No, that was their own fault.
An Indominus Rex that they created themselves. It's going back to the old Universal. It's going back to the old Universal movie, Frankenstein.
Well,
you created something terrifying that's gonna eventually get out, and that's gonna eventually bring hell to the entire to the world.
Well,
it doesn't make and then their stupid choice of giving them non-lethal weaponry to capture this thing.
But you gotta give it to him, like Henry Wu. He made this creature and classified what it was. They know it had T-Rex DNA, but they didn't know what else it had. They know it had the frog DNA, right?
Yeah, it had frog DNA.
And that's all he put out. It was classified to everyone. So they were making this enclosure probably thinking it was going to be like the T-Rex. When it wasn't. It was 1,000 times worse.
Yeah.
So really this falls back. All the deaths in this movie fall back on
Engine.
Yeah.
Engine.
Mm-hmm. Security guy comes in and has the audacity to say, let's put it in war. Let's make it fight. What did they say? Put it against the Iraq.
Put it against our enemies in Iraq, mm-hmm. or in the Middle East,
or put bombs on.
Really,
and all that.
really.
Like, this
You're gonna put it. Okay. I want to talk about that first. Really, you're gonna put this thing in a war against our enemies. Wow. You really are that dumb. You really are that dim-witted. Are you serious?
And in the beginning of the movie, when we first see the Indominus, they say she's not socialized because she ate her hatchmate.
Yeah.
Her own sister. She ate her.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they were to put that thing in war? It would just come right back at us.
Yeah,
and then go kill our enemies.
Yeah, it won't be just Arabic soldiers. It'll be United States soldiers too.
Everyone.
It'll be everyone. This thing will eat.
Out,
when this thing comes out, it's like I thought that guy was a moron. That guy is a moron. Like, okay, so the guy we're talking about is Vic Hoskins. Of course, you know who that is, Vincent D'Onofrio. This guy is a moron. Mm-hmm. How the hell are you going to put this monster in a freaking war when you know damn good and well it'll go against us, mm-hmm. like that?
Well, I think he's just praying for wishful thinking.
He's a moron.
Exactly.
Him and his wishful thinking that you're talking about is moronic in high nature. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so
when it does get out, and you know it will.
It did.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Because just the whole scene with it getting out, it camouflaged itself into the scenery, mm-hmm. and evaded the thermal detectors.
Yeah.
With what kind of DNA I forgot, but something, I forget what exactly made them open the gates.
Yeah.
But they examined scratches on the wall that she had placed there strategically so they could open the gates.
Yeah.
And when they did, you see this gigantic monster who's completely white. by the way.
Yeah.
Just running at you. And, of course, Chris Pratt was looking at the place. Escapes. He pours himself in like gasoline, gets under a truck. But everyone else dies. Dead. Yeah.
What is the guy? What was the guy's name that went in there with him?
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
Oh, anyway. I felt sorry.
Like
I felt so sorry for him.
Yeah,
I felt so sorry for him. Poor guy.
And they made him a fat guy, so he can't run. That's messed up.
Yeah.
Fat shaming.
But anyway,
I know some fat people who can run.
Yeah, but anyway, so while exploring the park, Zach and Gray into the restricted area.
The gyrosphere.
Yeah, the gyrosphere. The Indominus arrives and destroys their sphere. That was scary. Mm-hmm. The boys manage to evade it and find the ruins of the original Jurassic Park Visitor Center. I love that. That was nostalgic, like a son of a bitch right there.
It hit the heartstrings, you know? Yeah. It made you like tear up a little bit.
Okay, so then
at least it made me.
They repair a 1992 Jeep Wrangler Sahara, which
coincidentally, he just so happened, the older brother knows how to repair that exact same kind of car because his dad did.
Is that okay? Okay.
Stop. Go.
What was I gonna ask you? I forget what I was gonna ask you.
Is that what? Ow.
Is that realistic?
Repairing a Jeep that old?
No.
And he's a young kid?
Yeah. Is that real?
No.
Is that realistic? Is that realistic? Like he knows, like his so-called mechanic knowledge.
I mean, a lot of kids his age. I think he was like maybe 16, 17.
Yeah.
A lot of kids his age, you know. A lot of kids his age probably work at like mechanic places, getting paid under the table or not.
Oh, anyway, I don't know.
But
I don't know.
To repair that exact type of car, at least I think, with your father.
How long did it take him to repair it?
Like a second. That's what it was, like a second.
Well, this is movie logic, but
they spent more time looking at the old gifts from the original place than repairing the car.
Yeah.
And they still drove off.
Okay, so Claire and Owen search for the boys, but encounter the Indominus and barely escape. Masrani and two troopers hunt the Indominus by helicopter. Oh, I feel so sorry for this guy. Man, I love I have to say that he was
another John Hammond.
He's another John Hammond that had a vision of what he wanted to do, even though it cost him everything that he held dear. Mm-hmm. I give this dude props.
And at least this guy went out trying to be a hero. He almost was. If he would have.
Yeah.
What happened? Cause the Indominus breaks into the aviary where they have all the pteranodons and dimorphodons and Tepajaros, I think, were in there too. Yeah. And then they start crashing into the helicopter, and the helicopter starts to go down while he's piloting the helicopter. And he just got his pilot license. Yeah, and he was really good. He was really good as a pilot. Mm-hmm.
But we come now to the part where, in the chaos and all hell breaking loose, this poor girl Zara. Oh man, she got carried off by a pterodactyl. Pterodon, whatever. But anyway, she got carried away by this pteranodon, and
you explain your scary part, and I'll explain why it's beautiful to me, even though it's scary.
Because think of it this way: you get carried away by one monster.
It's not a monster. It's a dinosaur.
Yeah, wait. And then you get, and then something bigger. Then something bigger comes after. Then something bigger comes after you and it.
Justice. Justice.
No, I don't think it's justice. I think it's horrific.
It's
the
horrific.
way she died. The way she died was the most horrible thing that could happen to a human being.
But take it like this. Once those jaws clamp together, you're dead. I mean, it only takes a second. It's just, yeah, you're scared when you're going down and everything, but it's just, they're powerful. But still, it's beautiful to me in like ways you see whales or even sharks jump out of the water. And we're talking about the mosasaur. It's the only aquatic reptile in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's this beautiful thing. You see it in the beginning of the movie where they feed it a shark, I think.
Yeah.
And just to show you how big and we see the mosasaur I think 3 times in the movie. One being which poor Zara died.
Yeah. First time was when Zach and Gray were in this little theater type thing.
Oh yeah, the theater. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
it was awesome. But it comes out of the water in this beautiful way. You can't really see it, but when it goes down, it's so beautiful. It reminds you of a whale, and it's just this gigantic creature, and you see it holding this tiny little pteranodon compared to it. And especially when the jaws open and you see it, you really get the feel of that. Like, that's the real Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrifying yet beautiful. That's why I think it's beautiful.
You got me there. Yeah, you got me there. But okay, so like after that happens, Gray and Zach eventually find Owen and Claire. And
but this is after they find out that the Indominus isn't like killing to survive, it's killing because it can.
Yeah.
And she's figured out that she can kill and not have any precautions.
Yeah, okay, so later on, Hoskins, this dumbass, orders that the raptor should be used to track the Indominus. Owen is forced to accept Hoskins' a plan before he hits him in the fucking face, which I'm so happy. That was so good. I'm so happy that Owen punched this idiot in his freaking face. Mm-hmm. That was so good and so amazing that I was laughing my ass off, and I had to rewind it so that way I can keep laughing my ass off. I thought I was gonna piss my pants watching that one part. Because Hoskins is stupid. Hoskins is stupid. Going back to what we were talking about before, about his dumb, idiotic, moronic ideas. Mm-hmm. That putting the Indominus Rex in a war-torn place would be bad, not for one side, but for both sides.
And for everyone.
Yeah, for everyone.
Because once she's done with the both sides, where's she gonna go next?
She's gonna go into the city and start killing people. Killing people. But okay, so upon finding the Indominus, the dinosaurs begin communicating with one another. Owen realizes that the Indominus includes Velociraptor DNA, and it becomes the Raptor's pack new alpha.
Mm-hmm. You can communicate with them.
Yeah. Taking command away from Owen, the Indominus escapes when the troops shoot at it. The Raptors hunt down and kill most of the team. Hoskins arranges for Dr. Henry Wu to leave the island by helicopter with the dinosaur embryos in order to protect his research.
Which he does. He succeeds in that. Are we gonna see him in this other one?
Yeah, okay. He's in this one. He's in Fallen Kingdom. Owen, Claire, and the boys find Hoskins at the lab. With more staff packing the remaining embryos, Hoskins describes his vision to create other hybrid dinosaurs like the Indominus, for military use. But a raptor breaks in and mauls him to death.
Which raptor was it? Do you remember?
I forget which one. I think it maybe was Blue that mauled him.
I don't remember.
Because remember, Blue hated his ass. Blue hated him. Yeah.
Everyone.
Anyway, that was so satisfying.
That is true. She did snuff at him.
Yeah, that was so satisfying. This jackass got what exactly what was coming to him.
His own idea backfired on him.
Yeah, and I was so happy that that happened. Owen reestablishes his bond with the Raptors before the Indominus repairs. The Raptors attack the Indominus, but 3 of the 4 are killed. Claire lures... Okay. In comes the greatest... Well, it has to be the greatest...
But hated...
Best scene in this film.
But the most inaccurate scene in this film.
Remember when we were talking about in the Jurassic Park review?
All of those movies are inaccurate.
Well, anyway.
Still,
no.
but yeah.
Remember when we were talking about point of view? Remember when we were talking about point of view? The POV shot?
From which scene? I forget.
From the moment we first see the T-Rex in Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah.
This one takes the cake as being the best scene in the movie. This is before the big showdown between the Indominus and the T-Rex. When the T-Rex comes out of that paddock, you knew all hell was about to break loose.
Even though this T-Rex, the original T-Rex, is about the most probably lovable T-Rex in the world because she didn't really kill the people we didn't like.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Claire lures the T-Rex into a battle with the Indominus. The 2 dinosaurs fight, which is the greatest scene ever. I'm so happy.
No, it's the saddest scene because the T-Rex was losing, and the Raptors had to come jump in, which is when they get killed, all but Blue.
Tomato.
But
anyway.
He says tomato.
Anyway, okay, so me and her have differing opinions about it. I thought the fight scene between the Indominus and the T-Rex was pretty badass. Was pretty good. But anyway, so overwhelmed. Okay, the upper hand until Blue. The Indominus got the upper hand against the T-Rex until Blue, the surviving raptor, joins the battle. This is when things turn. This is when things turn for the Indominus. Overwhelmed, the Indominus is cornered at the edge of the lagoon where the Mosasaurus leaps out and drags it under the water. Mosasaurus, yeah, thank you. Mosasaurus. Okay. The T-Rex retreats, followed by Blue, who turns to acknowledge Owen before leaving Island Nublar. Is abandoned once again. Before leaving, Island Nublar is abandoned once again. Survivors are successfully evacuated to the mainland. Zack and Gray are reunited with their parents, while the T-Rex roams freely on Island Nublar. So, and that movie in the film ends. Okay, so all in all, there were moments I hated in this film. And there were moments that I absolutely loved in this film. But in retrospect, was it enough? What did you think of the film? What did you between the stuff that
I loved it. With the whole film, the fact that we have new technology now, they put that to use, and they even gave us some future technology, maybe like the holograms and everything. and now you see it's a successful park. What it could have been. You see the baby animals and everything, little petting zoos. That's cruel, but it's a beautiful thing. And I mean, obviously the story is flawed because they go to the Jurassic stuff. But, yeah.
But what exactly did you like or dislike? Oh, okay. I can't pause it. We're live right now, yeah. But anyway, I'm sorry. She was gonna deal with my sister, her mother. But I wanted to tell you how I felt about the movie. All in all, I thought the movie did pretty good as far as everything else. I felt like this movie. There was some parts that I hated. The fact that this unit that Masrani sent it out had non-lethal weapons when they needed those heavy duty weapons to fight against the Indominus. I felt that they could have done more better with that. I felt that. Yeah. I wanted to talk to you about that. I was going to talk to you about that. I was talking about how I felt about the movie, and one of the things that I think we had went through was the fact that it was dumb to give that unit that was going out of the Indominus non-lethal weaponry, because if they would have had heavy duty weaponry, I'm talking bullets, I'm talking real bullets, real live ammo weaponry, that would have been it. That monster would have been put down. They could have put him down. But
in this movie, money is everything.
Yeah.
That's the basics of all Jurassic Parks. That's why we have all the movies, because money's everything.
Yeah, I felt though that they made mistakes. That the mistakes in the film were just all over the place. I have my I love the film. I really love the film, but I wish that they could have done. I wish they could have done a hell of a lot better than what they did.
Like story wise, or
not? Yeah, plot wise, I would give it 50-50. It would probably be 50-50. One side being really bad, one side being really good. There was half the stuff that was good did not overlap the stuff that was bad. It was like right in the middle for me.
I feel the same. Yeah.
And while I felt that this movie could have was good, and that this movie was really, really awesome, and that I liked it, the bad decisions in the movie, the horrible decisions, that cause nothing but death, nothing but havoc going on that island. And when they could have done one particular thing, and that Masrani could have done one particular thing, given them live ammo to take out the Indominus. That would have been and we wouldn't have gone through all this hell. Nobody would have died. Nobody would have gone through all the hell that they went through. You get my meaning?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But I mean, if they hadn't made those choices, we would have never saw the T-Rex, because they would have never had to bring her out.
Well, basically, it was the T-Rex that ended up. It was the T-Rex, the Raptor, and the Mosasaurus that ended up doing the job. The T-Rex
definitely weakened her.
Yeah, but it took 3 different dinosaurs to bring this thing down.
Yeah, because that dinosaur probably had more than 3 different dinosaurs in it.
Yeah. But all in all, I felt that the movie was good. I felt that the movie did lack some things that it could have been made better.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm fearing Fallen Kingdom so badly right now.
But I think like the story was okay. Like I go see these movies because the dinosaurs. I really want to see what people are thinking of now.
Yeah.
As I've said in before videos. But really, I do wish they would have stuck still to like the idea of real dinosaurs, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
We know so much about these dinosaurs, and
yeah,
they couldn't have like done everything. Like they couldn't have fixed the T-Rex. They couldn't have done all that. And I get it, they're sticking to the Jurassic Park series, but I want to see a movie that makes dinosaurs with feathers. A movie like this with feathers and with beautiful colors like birds, because now we know they were related to birds.
Yeah,
birds are their descendants. And now even T-Rex, it probably had feathers at least when it was growing up.
Yeah.
And have you seen velociraptors? They're knee high, but they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Big birds.
Yeah. I think that the movie did pretty good. I think that the movie, even though with all the problems that it had, this was still a pretty damn good movie. Mm-hmm. And I think me and you would agree with the rating that we're going to give it, which was a 9 out of 10. Me and Alpha thought that the movie did well enough that it deserved a 9 out of 10. And that, the story-wise, they could have done better.
But the graphics were beautiful.
Yeah.
The suspense was beautiful. It was scarier than most of the Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah.
Just because they used like the scenery, the like shadows and the forest.
Yeah.
And waterfalls and the
lighting with the T-Rex, that was good. When we first see the T-Rex coming out of that paddock, the lighting struck me when we saw that. It was
just complete darkness, and you see those yellow eyes.
Yeah, we see is nothing but his eyes.
And just the gigantic
with her standing there with the flare
and high heels.
Oh, that's something else that I did that I don't.
You were about to say and high heels.
I'm glad you mentioned that. How the hell in an hour? Like, what is this film? What is the running time on this film? An hour and 24 minutes. Okay. How the hell is she gonna spend an hour and 24 minutes in high heels? Well, during the whole movie? That's not. Okay, first of all,
there's some women who can do that.
You have to have some strong ass feet. And
well, she does work a lot, so maybe she does wear high heels a lot. That could be something. But I mean, T-Rex runs at 20 miles per hour.
Yeah, she would not have outrun that T-Rex at all. No. If this was real, she would be dead. She would be dead before.
She'd be like Ian Malcolm, which they did like a kind of tribute to Ian Malcolm in the movies. Yeah, they had his book, which was just a cover on a real book. Yeah, and it said "Life Finds a Way" on there, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we give it a 9.5 out of 10. It was 9 out of 10 anyway. Yeah. It was a good movie. It was a really good movie, even though it had its share of problems. I know that some of you are probably gonna say, "Well, I don't know what movie you're watching, dude, but this movie sucked." But that's your opinion. But many of you are probably gonna go back to that one scene with the T-Rex and the Indominus Rex and say that was the greatest scene ever in the film. And we agree. It was the greatest scene ever. But let us know in the comments down below what y'all think about this, about the whole film, and stuff like that. And yeah, tomorrow Jurassic Park week ends with Fallen Kingdom, so be on the lookout for our review when we you want to do it when we come home tomorrow, or what do you want to do?
I think we'll do it that night.
Yeah, we'll do it now. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow night. So stay tuned for our review for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
You can let it sink in.
Yeah. Please be good.
It's supposed to be long. It's like 2 hours and something minutes.
Yeah. Please be good, because I'm hearing bad things about that movie already. Well, but anyway,
people also said a lot of bad things about this movie.
Yeah, but
we like it.
We'll see what happens with this one. We'll see what happens with Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. If it's good, we'll figure out what we're gonna give it tomorrow. But hopefully everything goes good. So that's gonna be it for me. I'm Mr. Grimreaper 2. She's Alpha Wolf. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that. Let us know what you guys think about what you guys have seen so far with our reviews for Jurassic Park week. And yeah, that's it. I'm Mr. Grimreaper 2 with Alpha Wolf. We'll see you on the afterlife. Peace.